30 teams in action, 15 winners, 15 losers, and a couple people clinching onto their playoff spots. Guys, today we saw all 30 teams in action and we finished the regular season. A round of applause to many people. Shout out Mikal Bridges for completing his 6th season in a row playing every game. Shout out Chet Holmgren for missing the entirety of last year and playing all 82 games. Shout out to the Thunder for being the youngest #1 seed in NBA history, beating the 04-05 Phoenix Suns. Their average age was around 25, while the Thunder is just shy of 23. In today's video, guys, we are going to be doing what we do every year and predicting the NBA playoffs way too soon. Obviously, the 1-8 and 2-7 matchups we will not be talking about because we do not know how the play-in will shake down. Today's video, we're going to discuss the Timberwolves and the Suns, the Mavericks and the Clippers, the Bucks and the Pacers, and the Cavs and the Magic. As always, guys, I ask that you leave your opinions in the comments below. Let me know what you think is right. Let me know what you desperately think is wrong. Let's waste no more time and get straight into this, talking about the Wolves and Suns. For the series, I have the Timberwolves in 6 games. The Suns are admittedly rolling, as well as the rest of the teams in the Western Conference. Post All-Star break, the Western Conference has been on fire. In their last 10 games, the Suns are 7-3, and Bradley Beal, most importantly, has looked very good in those games. However, with Karl-Anthony Towns' return, with Anthony Edwards in his MVP candidacy, Rudy Gobert pretty much walking away with the Defensive Player of the Year award, paired with the explosion of Naz Reid, and hopefully not as many injuries as the Timberwolves saw in last season's play-in debacle, I think we should expect great things from the Timberwolves. This is their time to come out and make a statement. If the Wolves played against, I don't know, say the Warriors, maybe the Kings, the Rockets, if they made it in, the Grizzlies, if they were healthy. If they played against any of those teams and won, I think, you know, the fans maybe that aren't Timberwolves fans would brush it off and dismiss it as, hey, they didn't beat anyone that's real contenders. Before the season starts, let's be honest, every single person from JJ Redick to Stephen A. Smith had the Phoenix Suns as one of their contenders. So if the Timberwolves can do what I believe they can do, which is defeat the Suns in 6 games, I think they will walk with a little bit of an extra pep in their step, a chip on their shoulder, whatever you want to say. I got the Timberwolves in 6, and I think the X factor of this series is going to be the Timberwolves bench. Compared to the Phoenix Suns, the Timberwolves bench is absolutely remarkable. You always love to see what you can get out of your Kyle Andersons, your Jaden McDaniels, even when Mike Conley is running with that second unit. I truly believe the Timberwolves 8-man rotation is really phenomenal from a defensive standpoint, and defense in the mid-range shot yields victory come the postseason. And this is not to say that the Phoenix Suns don't possess star power or it factor on their bench, but I think the team lacks chemistry, uniformity, unity under head coach Frank Vogel. I just cannot see Jusuf Nurkic and whoever they would like to run beside him in the front court come playoff time, putting any type of stop to a brilliant playmaker like Mike Conley with 2 disposable 7-footers, 3 if you count Naz Reid, obviously with Rudy and Cat. I think the Suns will put up a good fight, but like I said, 6 games to the Wolves. Next, we have the Clippers and the Mavericks. I am going to go with the Los Angeles Clippers in 7 games. Yes, the Mavericks are rolling. Yes, the Clippers are sliding. I just think the Clippers are arguably the greatest matchup for the Mavericks in the Western Conference. They have a variety of wing talent on the defensive side of the ball that they can throw at Luka Doncic. Do I think they will stop Luka Doncic? No, not in the slightest. However, I do believe they can get Luka down to a 30-point triple-double on like 30 or 40% shooting, something, you know, a little bit inefficient. I think they are going to struggle, though. The X factor in this series, in my opinion, is Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is one of the greatest postseason performers we have ever seen grace the game of basketball, matching off against Kawhi Leonard, another one of the greatest postseason performers in basketball. I think this series is going to garner most of the attention in the first round. Other than possibly the Thunder and Lakers in the first round, I think that will probably get a lot of attention as well. But I just really do believe, it's their 3rd time in 5 years. It's going to be very remarkable to see what Luka can or can't do at the highest level. Obviously, we like to look back at that run where he made the Western Conference Finals in 2021. This is going to be very interesting. I'm going with the Clippers in 7 games. Let's move over to the East, where I have the Bucks defeating the Pacers in 7 games. I think the Pacers are going to make it very hard on the Bucks. If the Pacers continue their trajectory in which they started the season with, I would say the Pacers would actually beat the Bucks in 6 games. However, I'm sure, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to see out of Tyrese Halliburton in this series. I'm not really sure what I'm going to see about a lot of Indiana Pacers in this series. It's, they still have less than 40 games of Pascal being a part of the squad. I do think they will give the Bucks trouble, but I think that will work as an alarming wake-up call for the Milwaukee Bucks and the cast that has maybe been falling or slipping in the standings. I think this is going to be a very hard-fought series. I think we're going to see a lot of high-scoring games. Maybe not so much as defense as the series that we would see with the Timberwolves and the Clippers and the teams out in the Western Conference. I do believe the winner of this series, though, I hate to say, I don't know how much it matters. Because I think whoever wins the next following series, they will end up losing to one of the Celtics, the Knicks, so-and-so. But that's, obviously for the next prediction. And finally, the Cavs at the Magic. I think the Cavs are going to shock a lot of people and win in 5 games. That is my bold take of the postseason, I guess you will, these first, slate. I think the Mavericks are going to give the Cavaliers problems in the first half of a lot of these games. But I think when the second quarter, the second half, settles in and the nerves calm down and the Cavaliers realize that they lost to a less armed Knicks team last season in 5 games, I really do think the Cavs have a lot more to lose and a lot more to play for. Obviously, we see these reports, or maybe not obviously, but if you are a Cleveland fan, you've seen these reports of JB Bickerstaff being told he will be let go if they don't, make at least the Eastern Conference Finals. The Cavaliers went on a 16-0 run at some point in this season, 16 wins, 0 losses. Yes, they have not been great recently. They have been slipping. They've dealt with nagging injuries all season long. But I think in this first round, the defense that the Cavaliers have, paired with the new acquisitions like Max Strus and Isaac Okoro's performance, just growing and growing, and Darius and Donovan learning how to, exist in the backcourt in the postseason, I really do think the Cavaliers are going to shock the Magic. And I think in this season, in this playoff, sorry, I'm stuttering so bad. In this playoff game, or games, I should say, I think Jared Allen is going to be the X factor. But what do you guys think, though? I got, like I said, the Mavs losing in 7 games to the Clippers, the Wolves winning in, I think I said 6 games, the Bucks winning in 7 games, and then the Cavs winning in 5 games. What do you guys make of this? What do you think? I hope you all have a great rest of your weekend. New week's coming up tomorrow. Let's go out and kick some ass. I love all of you very much. Stay happy, healthy, and blessed. Peace.